Hey guys, what's up? It's Biscuit Boo Horror Reviews. I'm here with another collection update. This is another Oops All Dead Formats update because it's nothing but dead formats and like a piece of a couple uh, a couple other things that I've purchased. Um, Let me start with the physical media. Um, Starting off, I've got some VHS tapes here. Um, you know, uh, I do collect VHS tapes. Um, so yeah. Um, God, I shouldn't be recording this at like 1 in the morning, but here I am. Well, it's not even 1 in the morning. What am I saying? It's only midnight. I'm losing track of time. I got this bundle of 6 tapes together for 15 bones, and that is a steal, let me tell you. I got Star Trek, the motion picture, which I don't have much to say about. I haven't seen the first Star Trek movie in a very long time. Um, I've got Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, and this one I have seen recently. I rewatched it a couple years ago, and this is still one of the best science fiction films ever made. A really, really great continuation of the episode Space Seed, which was the episode that this is like a Star Trek. This was a sequel to. If you haven't guessed already, it's yeah. I got all the all the Star Trek movies on VHS. Even though I own them all on Blu-ray already. We got Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. This one was directed by Leonard Nimoy. This one is considered one of the bad ones, but I actually I actually like The Search for Spock quite a bit. We got Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home, also directed by Nimoy. This one is like one of the best ones. It's also probably my favorite time travel movie. This one, the plot of it is literally that the Enterprise crew have to go back in time to kidnap humpback whales in order to use them to talk to aliens. Absolutely bananas movie, and every single character has like their own little plot because they're all given like a task they're all given a task by Kirk in order to accomplish this goal, and yeah, it's a fun one. We've got Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. Probably my ironic favorite Star Trek movie. It's very weird tonally, and it's mainly really enjoyable for me because of the ending, where, spoiler alert for this, like 30 plus year old movie, Kirk and the Enterprise crew find God, and God needs a starship for some reason. Very, very interesting, very weird stuff. This one was directed um, by Shatner. I'm more than certain. Yeah, Shatner directed this one. And then we got The Undiscovered Country, which is the 6th Star Trek movie. Um, I don't remember much of The Undiscovered Country. I only just saw it last year, but I remember this one being pretty solid. Not as good as The Final Frontier, though. Let that be said. Um, Getting into one of the collectibles, the only collectible I bought, and it's Star Trek related. I found this on eBay for like $1, and I couldn't say no. It is a Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock, fucking officially licensed Taco Bell collector's glass of the Thaltor Pan ritual. Very cool stuff. It's got a nice little lore blurb on it. It's a nice little cup, and I use it pretty regularly. Um, this next one, I gotta preface this with, I'm not a transphobe. Okay, I let that be known. But I bought this for $2 at a thrift store because I found it for $2 at a thrift store, and I kind of couldn't say no. It's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on cassette. This is this is straight up the entire book on cassette, all 6 cassettes. This is like about 6 hours long. Um, and these cassettes actually work. I've tested them, which means my cassette collection now consists of an audiobook of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and a bootleg of a King Gizzard concert. That's my audio. That's my cassette collection for you, I guess. This is the box is in rough shape. It's a little fucked up, but I saw it and I was like, "What the hell is this?" And then I opened the box and looked through it, and I was like, this is an audiobook on cassette. This is the first Harry Potter book on cassette. And it's $2. This was how much was this when it first came out? It says right here on the back. This was $34 when it first came out. I found this for $2 on the secondhand for $2. That is amazing to me. That this was worth that much. But that just shows like how far we've come with like technology with audiobooks and shit. Because now you can get the audiobook of this. Not that I'm saying you should get it, because you shouldn't support J.K. Rowling, but you could get the audiobook of this on Audible for like $5. I'm more than certain. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe $10 probably. But you can get this for fairly cheap on audiobook these days, or you could just pirate it, which is what you should do with J.K. Rowling's books if you ever want to listen to the audiobooks of any of them. That being said, couldn't say no to this for $2. I've got some art here that I purchased today. I found this at the Halloween market in Circleville, Ohio. And as soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. It is a portrait of MF Doom, based off of his appearance on the cover of Madvillainy. And it's a nice, as you can see, it's a nice like pencil sketch. You can see the reflection of my laptop and my lamp and it, you know, yeah. Fucking Madvillainy. Classic, amazing album. Doom was an amazing artist. Happy to have this piece. And this is going to go somewhere on my walls. And then onto the vinyls. I got 2 vinyls. I got 2 vinyl albums here. The first one I got for you is Weird Al in 3D. This is a vintage copy of this album. The original plastic it's slit, so you can actually get the album out. But the original plastic is still on this. It's still got the hype sticker proclaiming that it has Eat It on it, as well as several other tracks. I just listened to this to make sure that it is in good condition, because I did buy this secondhand. And it is in perfect condition. It plays perfectly. This is a really good album. I forgot how good this album was. I hadn't heard it in a couple of years. But this album definitely has some bangers. Polka on 45, I Lost on Jeopardy, fucking Nature Trail to Hell, the theme to Rocky 13, Eat It, obviously, The Midnight Star, all really good tracks, and I'm very happy to have this on vinyl. My first Weird Al album on vinyl. I've always wanted to get one of his albums on vinyl. You know, no matter what album it was, you know, because I do enjoy Weird Al's music a lot, but I really like In 3D. I think In 3D is a very good album, and yeah. Let me slip the protective plastic that goes on over top of the plastic that's on it. And there we go. And then I also got this today. This is a Frank Zappa album. It is the soundtrack to his film 200 Motels. I'm a fan of Frank Zappa. I'm not super familiar with his work. I'll be straight with you. I've mainly listened to like Weasels Rip My Flesh and Hot Rats and The Yellow Shark and One Size Fits All. I've seen 200 Motels. This movie's really great. If you have not seen 200 Motels and you like music, it's a really great movie. And this is the soundtrack to the film. And, my favorite track off of this is probably Magic Fingers. Fun fact, on my Tinder profile, I actually quoted in my bio on Tinder, I quoted Magic Fingers because the chorus of Magic Fingers is, open up your pocketbook, get another quarter out, pop it in the meter, mama, try me on for size. I put that in my Tinder profile. That used to be in my Tinder profile. But yeah, this is a great album. I really like this album, really like this movie. Haven't listened to this one yet to see if it's in good condition. I'm assuming it probably is, because I bought it from the same guy I got in 3D from. So I'm hoping that this is in, pristine condition. But that's it for this collection update, guys. That's all. That is all she wrote. Yeah. Let me slip this back into its plastic slip. If I can manage to actually do that. Yes, there we go. And boom. Protected. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this one. Another short, sweet, to the point little video. The next video will probably be my update for my favorite first time watches. I hope you guys are enjoying that series, because I enjoy making it, because it gives me a chance to talk about stuff that I don't usually talk about on this channel, because I am a horror review channel. And it gives me time to talk about things that I watch that aren't horror. Even though, a lot of the stuff I do end up talking about in those videos are horror, I do get to talk about stuff like Disorderlies, or Clerks 3, or Pagan Island, or what else? Seconds, even though I do consider that a horror film. Across the Spider-Verse, stuff like that. It gives me a chance to talk about stuff that I don't usually talk about, and to me that's kind of refreshing. And it also, lets me talk about movies that I've watched recently that I enjoyed, because I'm ranting now, because while I do enjoy reviewing movies, I didn't enjoy reviewing movies that I don't like, or I didn't really enjoy reviewing movies that I found to be middling, or not as, or not very good, or not very interesting. It's harder for me to review movies that I'm not feeling passionate about, or feeling strong emotions about. And this gives me a chance to talk about things that I find interesting, and yeah, shit like that. That's it. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go watch a movie, because that's all I do. This is Biscaboo Horror Reviews, signing off. Peace.